If you enjoy your pies with a lovely crusty pastry, then this is the one for you. So this is the pastry and this is the filling. And we're going to start by getting our lard and butter, and we're going to put that into a saucepan. We're going to add our water, and we're simply going to heat this and stir it until those butter and lard have liquefied. So we're going to continue to stir these on a high heat. It only takes a couple of minutes for them to completely dissolve into that water, and then it starts to boil slightly. So when it gets to this point, you see it start to bubble. You're going to remove it from the heat, and we're just going to let that sit for about 30 minutes just to cool down slightly. So next we're going to get our sieve flour, and we're going to add our salt, and we're just going to use a fork and give this a stir through like this. So now we're just going to transfer this into a larger mixing bowl, and then I'm going to put a well in the middle, and we're going to pour the liquid that has been sitting for about half an hour into that flour, and we're simply going to use a wooden spoon or a plastic spoon, and we're just going to bring all those ingredients together like this. Just kind of fold it over with the spoon, and then when you get it to this point, just use your hands, and we're just going to knead it slightly. Now, you don't want to over knead it, and this is very, very pliable. So we're just going to do this several times so that all comes together. It's a very quick and easy one, this one. Then I'm going to put it back into the smaller bowl, put some Glad wrap over the top, and I'm going to let this sit for about half an hour while we do our pie filling. So I'm going to prepare my dish, just spray that lightly with oil. We're going to get our tin of spiced ham, and I'm going to cut it into chunks like this. We're going to get our chicken breast, and I've got 1.5 chicken breasts, and I'm going to cut that into chunks also that look like this. Then we're just going to get about a tablespoonful of oil in the bottom of the pan, let that heat up, and we're going to add our chicken, and we're going to just stir this around the pan for a couple of minutes until it is completely browned off. It only takes a couple of minutes to do this, but you just got to continue to stir it on a hot heat until it looks like this. And then we're going to add our spiced ham to the pan. This gives it a really nice flavour, this spiced ham. And we're just going to move that around the pan. Now you could use just normal diced ham if you prefer, but I like this spiced ham because it's got a nice little kick spice taste to it. I always like to have a couple of these tins in my pantry because it's a quick and easy recipe, and even if you've got some cooked breast already, you can just add this ham, and it even makes this quicker. So once the ham is warmed through, we're then going to add our peas and corn like this, and then we're just going to stir that through, and then we're going to add our crispy onion. So we're just going to put that over the top, stir it through like this. Very quick, very easy. And then we're going to add our cream of chicken soup. Now you can use whichever cream of chicken soup you prefer. We're going to give that a stir around, and then we're just going to lid on it, and we're going to leave that while we prepare our pastry. So we're just going to flour a board, and then we're going to use 3/4 of that pastry for the base. And this is so easy to work with. It's very pliable, So you're just going to push it with your fingers until you get the circumference of your dish. And then you're just going to slide a sharp, large knife underneath and just flip it into your dish like this. And then you're just going to use your fingers, and once again you're just going to mold that into your base like this. Just leave a little bit at the top so that it will crimp. Very easy. And once you've got your desired thickness and shape like this, we are then going to get our filling. Now that looks a little bit thin to me, so I'm just going to add a little bit of corn flour and a little bit of water and stir it through, and that will instantly thicken that up. So when you've got your desired thickness of gravy, we're just going to put about 4 grains of pepper over the top, mix it through, and then pop it into our pastry case like this. Very quick and easy. And then we're going to prepare our lid. So once again, we're just going to use the rest of that pastry, and we're just going to press it out so that it fits over the top. Use a knife to slide it under and pop it on top. And then we're just going to crimp the edges like this, all the way around. Just pull them together. As I said, this is very quick and easy, but it is a delicious pie. And then I'm just going to use a fork, and I'm just going to press it down around those edges just to make sure that it's completely sealed like this. I'm just going to pop 2 nice air holes in the top, and then we're going to use our egg that we've beaten slightly, and we're just going to brush over the top of that case like this. Don't discard the leftover egg because we're going to use it in a little while for the bottom. Now we're just going to pop that into the air fryer 180 degrees for 30 minutes. And this is what it looks like. Absolutely beautiful. Now we're going to get 2 sheets of foil onto that wire rack, and we're going to flip this out so that the bottom is facing up. And as you can see, that's still a little bit undercooked. So then we're going to pop that back into the air fryer 180 degrees for 10 minutes. And when we take it out, that's what it looks like. So this is the base now. So we're going to put the bottom back on, and then we're just going to flip it back over. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. This is a very quick, easy, and incredible tasty pie. Let's just look at a slice.